Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're zeroing in on a really striking passage from Genesis, chapter 29.
Verses 1 through 30. But specifically, it's verse 25 that kicks things off.
Right. When morning came, there was Leah. So Jacob said to Laban, "What is this you have done to me? I served you for Rachel, didn't I? Why have you deceived me?" Just raw.
Yeah, and a listener actually brought this source to us. They were thinking about, how do you deal with those massive setbacks when things just don't go according to plan at all?
So our mission today is to kind of unpack this ancient story, this really intense moment, and see what it might offer for our own modern-day disappointments.
Exactly, because the core idea we're exploring is this. Even when life feels incredibly unfair, maybe even deceptive, the source suggests God is still somehow at work.
It's hard to wrap your head around sometimes. Think about Jacob. 7 years he worked. Dedicated work, fueled by love for Rachel.
And then he wakes up married to her sister, Leah. The source we're looking at nails it. Painful, unexpected, and deeply unfair. You just feel that shock.
Oh, totally. It's a gut punch.
Yeah.
And while, okay, maybe we don't wake up married to the wrong person.
Hopefully not.
Right. But we do face things that feel similar in their impact, don't we?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That promotion you worked so hard for, and it goes to someone else. A friendship that just ends out of the blue.
Or maybe big life plans that just completely fall apart.
Yeah.
That feeling of, wait, this isn't right. This isn't what I signed up for.
Exactly. But what's really fascinating and what the source highlights is this idea that even in that profound disappointment, God didn't leave Jacob. He was leading him through it.
Which is a challenging thought, isn't it? To think there might be leadership through the unfairness, not just, rescuing from it.
Well, yeah, and it pushes towards this perspective shift the source mentions. God is still working out all things for the good of those who love him, even when someone else wrongs us, even when our plans are in ruins.
It's an invitation, maybe, to look beyond the immediate hurt or frustration.
Right, because it's so easy to just internalize that disappointment, isn't it? The source talks about bottling it up.
Yeah, building resentment or just feeling defeated.
But the alternative suggested is, well, more active. It's about bringing those feelings, the anger, the confusion, the hurt, directly to God. Prayer, essentially.
Instead of just stewing in it.
Exactly. It's about engaging with faith even when, maybe especially when, it feels difficult. Trusting that there might be a larger plan, even if it makes zero sense from our viewpoint right now.
It's not about just rolling over and accepting bad treatment, though. It's more about actively seeking where God might be in the middle of the mess.
I think that's a good way to put it. And look at Jacob's response. This part really struck me too. He was deceived, betrayed even.
But he didn't just pack up and leave, which maybe I would have done.
Right. But he stayed. He actually committed to working another 7 years for Rachel. That's resilience.
Serious commitment, even after being totally wronged.
And the source kind of connects this to character development. It suggests that God shapes us not in easy moments, but in hard seasons.
Oof, that hits home. It's in the struggle, the difficulty where we actually grow, isn't it? Not when everything's smooth sailing.
It seems so. It's about that perseverance. The source literally says, keep going when you feel like giving up.
Which sounds simple, but wow, it's hard in practice.
No kidding. But the message seems to be about the value of that steady faithfulness. God rewards steady faith, not just flashy achievements. It's the sticking with it, maybe.
So, boiling it down, the key takeaway from this deep dive into Jacob, Leah, and Rachel is, well, the source puts it plainly, God works through all things.
Even the disappointments, even the moments that feel completely unfair. There's a suggestion of a bigger story unfolding.
Which leads to a really practical question for you, the listener. Consider this. How might looking at your current disappointments differently change things?
Yeah, what if you viewed them not just as roadblocks, but maybe as unexpected detours, potential avenues for growth, or leading towards a different kind of good you hadn't planned on?
That could really shift your perspective, couldn't it? It's a challenging thought.
Definitely something to mull over. And maybe for further reflection, you could explore other biblical stories. There are quite a few about disappointment and plans going sideways.
Yeah. How did those figures handle their challenges? What can we learn from their experiences about finding meaning when life throws those curveballs? That's a recurring theme, really.